Good morning, everybody. It's Hougan Chris. Welcome to this nice Saturday morning. I hope all is well. Today, we're going to do some numerology and some astrology, and maybe a few meanings if I feel up to it by the end of this video. But we'll see how it goes. Let's start talking about some things maybe you do know or you don't know. I don't know how much of you are familiar with me, but if you have asked me to come back online and do some more classes and stuff, then you do know who I am. Those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Hougan Christopher Obas, okay, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, and I work as a cosmetologist, currently as a spiritual consultant and advisor, and I teach classes. I teach classes. For every 6 classes is $125. So if you do 2 weeks, that's 125 for me to teach you these classes. And I teach you from the beginning to the end, numerology, astrology, and cartomancy. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just giving out the information, posting on my channel to keep you guys up to date to what's going on. Okay, nice to meet everybody again. Today I'm going to get started on interpreting the ranks of the cards. Okay, yeah, we do know number one is solo. We do know number two is pairs. We do know number three is triplets and stuff. That's a little bit yes known, but we're doing spiritual work here now, and we do need to know what the numbers mean because they play a role in astrology and in cartomancy and numerology. It's very important to know all of this because it all plays a part in the official meaning when you're doing your readings. Okay, now the ace, okay, is in a man alone, okay? The start of a job, beginning, purity, unity, strong, forceful, active, creative, and masculine. It is the bold individual. It can be moody, self centered, and uncaring. The foundation stone of creation, the ace retains the artistry and rulership of its origin. You see, sometimes it could come very abrasive to you, which is what I like. I like direct, I like to the point. I don't like when it's dancing around in a circle just to get back to the beginning again and you try to make up something else to come to no, let's do this straight. Two, the couple, pairs, embrace, exchange, meetings, doorpost, a feminine and receptive number. It is kind, diplomatic, helpful, refined, gentle, and peace loving. It's a number of accumulation, collection, charm, endearment, affection, peacemaking, diplomacy, and attachment. Okay, so you got all that in one number. Now, let me explain something to you. You never have to remember everything that I'm telling you. You just have to pick up on like a mini summary just for you to have on hand so that you know your numerology. You know how to rank numbers, okay? Because some people don't even know what that means, but it's okay because I'm here to show you what it means, okay? So three, the family luck, growth, is sapling, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. This is a number of expression, declamation, and enunciation. Its principal characteristics are mirth, good cheer, merriment, pleasure, jollity, also joy, gladness, pleasure, ecstasy, and inspiration. I bet you didn't know that all exists inside a number because I know I didn't. Okay. I did not know anything about this whatsoever. So I just taught myself something. Okay. Number four, the house, the bed, the tables, the seasons, the four evangelists, and the four horsemen. This is a heavy physical number which can be crude and limited. It is strong, weighty, unrefined, manifestational, enduring, and hard to turn from its course. It can be a strategy as it is reliability. Okay? Number five, The orchard, the five spot, a group of friends or enemies, one with or one against many. This is a number of contrasts, fickle and changeable, constructive and destructive, optimistic and pessimistic, cheerful and sad. It is both spiritual and material, and thus magical and mystical. That was good. Number 6, the road, the paths, travel, progress, movements, walls. This number bestows confidence, trust, and reliance. It is universal rather than personal and affects the sixth sense. It can influence health and religion. Strongly united we stand, divided we fall. Applies to the six very closely as it can. Be weak when unattended, but powerful when in combination. Okay. 7, the bump in the road. Deadly sins, heavenly virtues, gates, troubles. This is mysterious, obscure, and hidden number. It is a vibration in the world, but not of the world. Throughout time, the 7 influence has been dark, secret, and enigmatical. It is the number of the Stoic, the religionist, and the mystic. A number of estimation and its adjustment. It's very good number two, especially in voodoo, because 21 is a point. So whenever 21 comes up above anything the client wants, or so forth and so on, or comes in the card, it's luck. It's what you want is what you gain. So, and also equals back to 3. Another mystical number. You just do 2 plus 1, that equals 3. So it's the Holy Trinity. So it's a big deal in the voodoo. Okay. Number 9, the courtroom, the general and his troops. Patient, ambition, 9 lives. This is a permanent, enduring, and steadfast number. It is humanitarian, compassionate, yet just selfless and global. It can, when turned toward negativity, be egocentric, sociopathic, aimless, shiftless, and cruel. 9 is considered father of all the single numbers and the most developed, the occurrence of many nines, many 1 as well, equipped to face the existing circumstances of daily life. I understand the part of it could be the father, it could be the I don't know I don't know about no egocentric, sociopathic, aimless stuff like that. But I could understand being the father of all single numbers because each number, if you think about it, it has to be developed in order to go to the next card, the next number. So if he's the father, he's the creation. So he's the one that says, okay, we done with 1, let's go to 2. 2 means this, 3 means that, 4 then that. It's a leader. But that's how you have to think about it. You can't take it at, oh yeah, he's just a father. Some people, they don't know how to read into things. Read into things and you will see what the outcome becomes. Sometimes it's just not about you. All right? It's not. It's not about you. All right? Number 10, the finish, the highest completion, endings, laws. This is the number of a higher goal, neither the end nor the beginning, but a shift between an ending and a beginning, giving way to start a whole new set out of the culmination of the numbers that came before it. Both the peace of plenty and satisfaction and the peace of the graveyard. This number stands as a bridge between what is and what will be. Oh, they couldn't have said that even more better. Because it is. We finished and we don't know what's on the other side. Or we got to get ready to cross that bridge so we can see what is on the other side. And if you go back to the beginning again and go 1 plus 1 was 2, 2 plus 1 was 3, 3 plus 1 was 4, 4 plus 1 was 5. 5 plus 1 was 6. And you see, you do it like that, you get to see like, okay, 9 plus 1 is 10. So do thinking. Okay, add your creative skills to it. It will come naturally for you. If this is what you're supposed to be doing, it should come easy. But you still have to study because you're human. You don't know everything. Because if I didn't study, I wouldn't know what I know. Okay, because I used to have somebody around with me that used to help me with things like this, but she's dead. She was my godmother and she was the best. She was like a walking dictionary. Of course, she's been doing it for like 50 something years and stuff, but she knew her shit. Okay, she knew it. You asked her, she knew it. But if she did not know it, she wanted to make sure what was it so she can find it or figure it out herself as to what it means. And she had books galore. She had a library. And guess what I found out? Those books were stolen. She always wanted to borrow somebody's books. Oh, can I borrow your book so I could read it? I'll give it back to you. Book never came back to the person because I gave her a book that I was reading. And she said, "Oh, I'll give it back to you next time." I said that I never got that book back. Don't even know where it is. And then I can't have access to it. Well, she's dead. So I don't know about that. So, but that's the ranking of the numbers. Okay. You go from the ace and you go down to 10. Whenever you got your double numbers, okay, break it down and then go back to the original number. So if you got 12, break it down, go back to 10 or 9 or 8. Okay, if you got 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, go back down to 3. Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4, go back down to 4. Break the numbers down so that way it can come back and make sense to you. That's how you do it because there is no 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There is none of that. So you have to break it down, go back to the beginning and get your basic number skills, not the ones that were the original ones where you were doing 1 plus 2 plus 2. No, do it the way it is. Break it down and say, okay, this is what it means. Attach it to this meaning. Okay, because there is no double digits in numerology. Okay, the only time if you see double digit, if you see your cards add up to, let's say, 18. What is 18 when you break it down? It's 9. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Break the number down to go to the next. Okay, so we should be clear on that. Okay, next I'm gonna go to interpreting the royals. Okay, the jack, the queen, and the king cards. But let me use the ranks and divination first. Okay, let's do the technique using the rank cards. Divination comes from who shared it on Lucky Mojo. It is known as the four aces or cutting aces. Learned this method in the 1950s. A card reader born in Louisville, Kentucky in the 19th century. This will teach you how to do your numbers, how to play your guess your numbers with aces up and down 13 cards, then 1/4 of the deck if more than one ace comes up. Okay? In the first pile, you got 13 cards, right? If zero ace is equal to no, then one ace is a weak yes. Then two aces is a strong yes. Three aces is a powerful yes. So four aces, it will be better than you could imagine. So if you have any basic questions to anything it is that you want to know, this is how you would go about getting it and doing it. Okay, paying attention to it. You could do a 1 card draw, you could do a 2 card draw, 3 card draw, and get your answer that way as well. Okay, it's not one way. But if there are no aces in the first card, attempt the second time. Zero aces, really no. One ace, maybe if you overcome obstacles and delays. Two aces, things will be right if you overcome some obstacles and delays. Three aces, a weak yes if you overcome obstacles and delays. Four aces, a solid yes if you overcome obstacles and delays. Every day you learn something. Every day. You just got to absorb it. Take it where you got it from, write it down. That's another thing. As a spiritualist, You should never walk around without a notebook. Always have a notebook with you so you can write what you see, what you heard, what you think, because that will help you in your daily readings, believe it or not. Because you have a question about it, check to see what the question has an answer to, because the person may not have been talking to you, could have been talking to somebody else, or you could have heard something but not sure, and you write it down and said, you know what, today it can come to you in your dream. The spirits love to get at us sometimes at the wrong time, but once you hear it is the reason why you heard it. Check it out. Find out what's going on. If it's anything, if it's nothing, okay, but at least you tried to do something about it. Okay? Now, let's go to, if there is no aces in the second pile, you could attempt the third. 0 aces, no, and it will end in disaster. 1 ace, obstacles, delays, oppositions, and if you get it, it will be worthless to you. 2 aces, obstacles, delays, oppositions, and if you get it, you will not want it after all. After all these chances, I don't think I'd be happy to having it, because that means I've been sweating it, I've been draining it, I've been working it, and if the answer was no from the jump, it's going to be a no again. 4 aces, obstacles, delays, oppositions. If you get it, you will at least break even on it. Okay, so just take the first one. I'm telling you, take the first one and just go with it. If you get a no, you get a no. Try again later, not the same day, not the same next day. Give yourself some time. Maybe it wasn't time for you to have it at that specific month or day or week. Go and do it again at a later time. Never just give up just like that. Okay? Sometimes some things have its seasons. Okay? That's why we have the 4 seasons. Okay? Because the weather changes. And so that helps us know when our flowers are blooming and the rain or the snow is falling. We describe that with spring, autumn, or winter. Okay? Colors. 2 colors of the cards relate to day and the night. Okay? So day for the red, black for the night. With red cards being the daylight hours and black cards the nighttime hours, for example, the rank of the card shows the hour of the day roughly. The 3 of hearts would be the 3rd hour of daylight. Okay? Now, let's see what this is all about. The suits. The 4 suits can correspond with the 4 seasons. Okay? Clubs for summer, spring for diamonds, autumn for hearts, clubs for summer, and spades for winter. Okay? There are 52 weeks in the year, and each of the 13 cards in a suit is linked to an exact week in its season. For example, the 5 of spades is the 5th week of winter, approximately January 18th through the 24th. Okay, this is not my doing. I'm reading the chart just as well as I'm teaching it to you too. So I'm learning it at the same time. Okay, it's interesting though. Another method places values of time on the suit as follows. Diamonds is minutes and hours. Clubs is hours or days. Hearts is days or weeks. Spades is weeks, months, or year. Here, the rank cards of the card represents the amount of time shown by the suit. For example, the 2 of club would be 2 hours or 2 days. Okay? So, a complex method assigns zodiac signs to the suits by elemental association. The cards drawn show the current or next astrological period. Clubs are fire signs. There are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay? Diamonds are earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. Spades are air signs, Geminis, Libras, Aquarius. Hearts are water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. For example, the Queen of Hearts is a water, drawn on May 3rd, Taurus, Earth, which show a time of June 22nd to July 22nd when the next water sign, Cancer, rules. However, the Ace of Club, Fire, drawn on July 26th, while Leo, Fire, is already ruling, would show the time as being immediate. Okay, this is a good one. This is really good. I don't regret this one at all. Okay, it's good stuff. Really good stuff. Okay, so we did that. Okay, let's get some meanings going. And there's a couple of meanings in here from different professionals that does this, and I like to go great with it. So let's do it. Let's do the Way of Kentucky. Let's do a Way of Kentucky. In the telling of fortunes, the cards have the significance shown below. Hearts are house or home. 2 is a kiss. 3, short space of time, 3 hours, 3 days, etc. 4 is a pleasant crowd, dining, dance, extreme and mushy, social pleasure. 5 is marriage. 6 is love. 7 is jealousy. 8 is large number of love affairs. 9, you get your wish. 10, extreme love pleasures. Jack, rather young man. I'm not going to say blonde young man because he may not be a blonde young man. I'm not going to say that. Queen is a rather generous older woman, and the king is a generous elderly man, okay? Which can be a grandmother, a grandfather, or still a husband and wife couple, okay? Clubs is introduction. 2 is new things in your life. 3 is space of time longer than in hearts. 4 is crowd smaller or quieter than in hearts. 5 is a ring at bell, knock at door. 6 is ride in carriage, motor. 7 is journey on water. 8 is business transactions. 9 is sure luck, best in the deck. 10 is long journey. Jack is rather dark man. There we go again. Queen is a rather elderly woman. And a king is an elderly old man. Diamonds, a letter. 2 of diamonds, very good luck. 3 pieces of good fortune together. 4, pleasant crowd, less extremely so than in hearts. 5, it's a diamond ring. 6, money. 7, conversation. 8, more money than 6. 9, disappointment. 10, more money than 8. Jack, a young man. Queen, a young blonde woman. A king, a young blonde man. Once again, I didn't want to do the colors. This one I had to because it came out too fast. But that's what it's saying, which I don't like what the artist is what the writer is writing in the book, but that's out of my control. But it is in my control to reciprocate that with you. So please disregard that. Ace of Spade is a strange bed. A 2, trouble, lie, angry words. 3, long period of times, 3 years or more. 4, proud or sorrow, an accident, fire. 5 is a sickness. 6 is funeral death. 7 is tears. 8 is strong drinks, the DTs, delirium tremens. 9, disaster, worst card in deck. 10, loss, not necessarily extremely like other tens. Jack, a dark young man. Queen, an elderly dark woman. King, an elderly dark man. All cards, when they're being told for fortune telling, it should always be a new set of cards, never a deck of plain cards. It's been touched by memory, and many. It has no sacredism to it. It hasn't been blessed. It hasn't been kept in a safe place. It's just for playing cards. So somebody tells you, let them read their fortune, tell them not with that pack. If anybody knows about the fortune telling part of it, because everybody doesn't know. Okay, I have one from Illinois. Okay, and this is from the Adams Family, written by Harry Middleton in 1935. Wow, these are the ones I like. Okay, the hearts are the cards of love and marriage. Your love affair will terminate happily. Number 3, a pleasing surprise. Number 4, good news from an absent friend. 5, shows a wavering, unsteady disposition. 6, shows a person of generous, open, credulous disposition. 7, shows the person to be a fickle and unfaithful disposition. 8, the jealousy card. 9, promises wealth and is the wish card. 10, shows good nature and many children. Jack, you are a trusting man, a friend, sometimes a foe, but avoid him. Queen, a woman of very fair complexion. King, a man of fair complexion. Well, in hearts, it's Esli Fueda, which is a mistress. So she loves everybody. She's generous. She's caring. She's loving. She's flowing. When she comes down, when in possession and everything, you can feel the breeze around her. That's perfume smell, that powder, just the elegancy. You can smell it and you can feel it when she's there. So there's no faking to that. If that's what your senses is feeling, those senses, those things are raising off your back. That's the real deal. Okay. Let's go to clubs. Promises of great wealth. Number 2, be ready to grasp a splendid opportunity. 3, shows that you will be 3 times married. 4, a misunderstanding with a dear friend. 5, declares that you will shortly marry. 6, plenty of chances in your present business do not change. 7, promises a brilliant future. 8, be more independent with your business associates. 9, don't make any change. 10, great riches to come speedily. Jack, a generous, sincere, and zealous friend. Queen, consult her. She will give you wonderful advice. King, a man very happy and very faithful. Very good meanings. Very, very good meanings. Diamonds, a letter with money. 2, something you desire very much you will shortly receive. 3, shows that you will be engaged in quarrels and lawsuits. 4, an unexpected loss will come. 5, a large sum of money will come. Use it carefully. 6, you will never want. 7, the best card in the pack. Okay. 8, moderate success in store for you. 9, transaction you make within 9 days should be profitable. 10, promises great wealth. Jack, you have a false friend. Queen, She will be fond of company and not a good housekeeper. You, king, you are ignoring good counsel. Okay? Spades, you will shortly attend a funeral. 2 signifies a coffin. Who it is for depends on other cards that are near. 3, loss of property. 4, shows that you will be unfortunate in marriage. 5, shows speedy sickness. 6, the death card. Be content and strive for success. 8, a card of doubt and warning. 9, the worst card in the whole pack. 10, the card of danger and unhappiness. Look out for accidents. Jack, do not flirt with the dark person. Queen, a dark woman is working against you. And King, beware of a dark man. Okay? Hyatt's information also provided the following instruction on how to lay out the playing cards for a reading. He said, shuffle the cards, cut them in 3 times, and lay them out in rows of 9. Cards each and in 4 rows. Take the king if you are a man or queen if you are a woman to represent yourself, and count every way, and every ninth card will prove the right one. You must study the cards well before you try to tell someone's fortune. That's what I've been trying to say all my videos all the time, is you got to study the meaning. You got to study with your spirit so that the spirits can be there when you're doing your studying so they could absorb. They're there so that they can either be in your ear, your sight. You can feel something when they're learning something with you, okay? Because they're a part of you. So they need to walk, learn how to do, and this is what you need to do. Yes, they're older than we are. They're our ancestors. They're spirits. They've been here before. But how old? You understand what I'm saying? You don't know. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? How old were they before they got into an accident or God took their life and whatever the case may be? So we don't know. So that's why we have to, what we're learning, they have to learn. And they give back to us in many other ways. But we got to pay attention to when we know it's them that's giving it back to us because we're giving it to them. So it reciprocates. So it's a give and return type thing. And that's how it goes. Okay, so we got 32 minutes. Let me stop here, and tomorrow we will go into the meanings of 32 cards and 52 cards, and we'll go from there. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.